Hey everyone, TTR here again, and we're gonna go back to Stationery to Venus, and hopefully everything will be working fine because there was tiny update, so I didn't really change log and didn't check if any ones are failing. Should be fine. Also, a couple days I didn't play, and I don't remember what state we were in, to be exact. We were in state of having electrum, having solder, a little bit of steel, power, and one thing I know,
Oxygen critical.
we'll be having storm today, tomorrow, because this is a sixth day, and we have some crates over here. So let me just clean this one up. Most of them will be empty, if not all.
Oxygen critical. Hydration critical.
Right. Do we have anything here? Nope. 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 Right. I'm trying to think. Oh, I know. We meant, I think, to extend this and build the cooling after that. That was the plan for today, quote unquote. Before we're gonna do that, let me
Oxygen critical.
try to get IC chip and do quick suit automation, so I don't need to think about flipping the switch. Can turn off. Right. We're gonna go and put electrum over here. We need gold that we don't have probably.
Oxygen critical.
Nope. Okay, then go away. Steel is obviously over here, that's fine. I'm gonna put that silicon over here, and I'm gonna get the iron over here and just start making frames. How many of them I need? Let me guess, try to put frames inside. I have 16, right? More the better, because we'll be needing more later on anyway. Somewhere over there. Right.
Oxygen critical.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 8. That's 16. 4 more, 2 over there. So technically 20, which we have now. I'm gonna do a bit more for good measure. And that's single sheet, okay. We need more because we'll be putting some of the frames along this side for the future cooling. So anything that we actually gonna get as a spare, I'm gonna use it over there. My brain doesn't function today. Well, not that it did anyway. At any given time. Let's say in my day job there is a huge mess going on. Obviously, I cannot tell anything about this. But the way I usually refer to it is well, if I wanted to say actually out this, I would be probably banned from YouTube for life. Maybe not banned for life, so to speak. But about 6 months ago, someone made a nice mistake in one of the systems that we maintain, and long story short, we are having terrible issue with it. I need to deal with the was return. Okay. Well, terrible issue. A config change on our partner side was announced about a year ago, and we're supposed to adjust this, right? And someone misread what that mean. That mean that pretty much certificates that we'll be issuing, I can tell you that one, right? Uh, so public CA body and trust pretty much, said that they're doing some change, and we issuing lots of certs for us and our customers. Bottom line, people who are maintaining the system didn't adjust the system to reflect that, and any certificate that we issued in the last 6 months needs to be issued again. So pretty much for last couple of days we were just going bonkers on run out of iron, that's fine, of issuing those certs. And if you think what that means, that means not much really. Uh, just about several hundred of those that were issued in the past needs to be issued again, and that's it. And it's pretty much on my head to do it. Okay, so work was keeping me busy way too much than I'd like to. I'm one of those people who hate doing double over work or work that's not needed to be done, or let me put it this way. I know things happens. I know, some people are gonna make mistakes and etc. And I am aware about this. I'm fine with this because, well, it just happens, right? What I have issue with is how people react to it, because the way it happens was just weird. I'm gonna put here. Most people were like shouting, "Why it happens? What? Who is responsible for this one? Why we didn't this before?" And I was like, guys, it's like not helping anyone. It happens. Period. Like, but anyway, I might be sound grumpy because I am grumpy because it's just bonkers. Right? Someone make a mistake. Someone forgot about this. It happens. The process is supposed to have this sort of verification about. Let us just. Oh, let us, let us just like have this double check or whatever. But I think the biggest problem I have is that people who shouted most are actually people who most time are actually make this mistake. Anyway, I'm just a little bit rambling, a little bit being annoyed and angry because from my side, like I'm gonna like mention this one from my side, the amount of work was done. It just was for like maybe 2-3 hours of real work. Just go and do it, and that's it. But the amount of shouting about why this happened and who is to blame, and I think the pointing blame game and trying to find kind of scapegoat. This is something that I hate, and I think that is what annoys me the most in this situation. And there is frame. I'm gonna weld those frames internally when I gonna open the hour shelter. Right, so this is the back. So we're gonna open this by 2, which is exactly what we want, and then
Waste tank caution.
absolutely fine. I'm absolutely okay with this. How many we have? Few open. Right. Keep venting. Because we will be now having more of this. Anyway, that's pretty much me and complaining about things, complaining about work. As in, well, okay, I do complain quite a lot about many things. I might be actually that kind of person that just sees and complains, but frankly, I'm trying never, like, blame a certain person. Like, even if I know someone actually did messed up, right? And it's like, oh yeah, that person actually had these things to do and so on. I'm gonna like roll my eyes back. I'm gonna be a little bit about this, like, why this is, but then I'm just gonna go, yeah, like, if I never make a mistake, I did. Everyone of every, I can't speak today. Every one of us did some mistake once in their life, and it happens, right? That's it. Right, so this is slowly going away. Okay, what we gonna need more over here is atmospherics. We need iron, gold, copper. Mining. Yep. Oops. This game is effectively go mine, and that's it. Right. Anyway, as always, I'm supposed to like be a bit more communicative, but not today. But right, let's just talk about what we're supposed to be doing here instead of just whining about life. Pretty much everyone has plenty of those in their real life, and that's not usually the place you're gonna go. Whoa, well, that was jump to like YouTube or whatever and hear about somebody else whining. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna actually take those frames over here, and at least this row we're gonna fill. They won't be fully welded, they will be just once welded. We'll be having here a filtration unit that will be taking out the nitrogen from the atmosphere.
Waste tank critical.
Uh,
Temperature
no,
high.
don't. Are you gonna blow on my back? You're gonna blow on my back. That's bad. That's terrible. Because temperature will be rising. Yeah, it might not blow. Anyway, normally you have like um, carbon dioxide, CO2, nitrogen, and pollutants, right? There will be a actually keep venting this. There will be a filtration unit over there that is gonna go and filter out the nitrogen from the atmosphere, and then that nitrogen will be cooled down. So I'll be using the setup that Ep3 is actually using or was using. I think it still use that one. And pretty much we're gonna have four. No, I'm gonna do six AC units. Uh, that's gonna chill the nitrogen below condensing point, so it will be actually liquefying. So I'm gonna like put a little bit of logic over there uh, to prevent this one. There are two ways of doing it. One way is to effectively have a return loop that every time there is a liquid, it just goes put it to the liquid pipe, and then you force feed it back to the loop, not to the fully hot one, but like the first segment or second segment. So you retain pretty much most of that chilling, cooling energy. But the other option is to have a system that's gonna shut down when certain threshold is reached, and yeah. And effectively, this is what I'm gonna do. Okay. I'm gonna add additional IC chip later on over there to turn off all of them or disable all of them when certain cold loop temperature is being reached. And that's purely because A, it solves the problem of liquid, and pretty much cooling it beyond and bursting pipes. But also second one, I found that when there are situations that when the
Hydration critical.
loop, sorry, when the system is being kind of primed and settled, it does not really stop cooling.
Hunger critical.
So it constantly draws power. And I think this might be the way the system's supposed to detect that it's already like in equilibrium or whatever. Some people say it works fine. Some people, complain. On one run through, it was working perfectly fine. On the other one, it actually then went and fully like never ever settled, so it was constantly working. And it's not a big problem. It consumes about 3 kilowatts of electricity all the time, so you can manage that one really. But what's the point, right? You can actually also save that energy and all of this. So one of the things that I'm gonna do with that IC chip is I'm gonna pretty much go and make it stop cooling. If it's not in it, it's gonna stop operating. With the set of 3, so 6 ACs, there will be enough capacity to cool it down, and also enough margin, because it will be operating on pretty much constantly negative temperatures. So like the nitrogen will be on the, oops, don't die, thank you, will be, I think, all like the way I usually did it. I think it's starting when it's minus 50 and above, so you still have a capacity to cool down whatever you're cooling, and we'll be just cooling small room with this one, like so there is no big of a problem. I need gold. Oh, there is some gold. Anyway, the setup of it's fairly easy. It requires a bit of resources, but it's fairly easy to do. Once you actually understand how you do it and so on, so a few times. But anyway, I'm gonna link maybe Elmo's video, or just the mod. But if you actually go to mod list, it's in the first video, and there's an AC code or AC mod right on Steam Workshop. It's actually the IC code for controlling the I'm gonna grab signal, controlling the ACs, and also there are pictures how to build it. Then you have it, and the caveat around this, the only caveat I found out was that it doesn't shut down when it's when it's at the threshold, or when it's balanced, when it's like primed and cooled down. But that's not a big problem, to be fair. Right. I don't know if storm is coming right now or the next round of, but that should be fine. This is empty. Okay, we're gonna go with silicon, because I think that's the worst part. And this is turned on. Ah, it was already almost at the temperature. Oh, didn't. That's nice. Great. Thank you. Iron is next. Yep. I'm gonna split iron into 3 different stacks. Sorry, 2 of them. One gonna go into the outer lay, and the other one we gonna go and drop it into pipe bender. Okay, that's one. Right, and let's just do no, you're gonna go there. Right. Like, this is not needed so long, right? It could be pretty much next to each other, like one on top of, like, this furnace actually could be here, and yeah, this loop, the inside loop, the import loop, sorry, could be there. But somehow this works for me. You can walk in over here, and second, there will be a ladder going up later on over here. Or I might have it over here and just move a little bit this around. So we'll see how it goes, because it's a little bit different setup than I usually was doing. The reason on different setup is that, well, it makes more sense for me to have this extra block. So knowing that actually solar panels will be pretty much.
Waste tank caution. Air tank low.
Oh. I messed up one up. Okay. Gonna do what we have to do. Actually, we're gonna swap those. I never turn off the filter. This is why I want to actually create that automation for this, because I'm just wasting everything I can. We're gonna do this on one go. Sorry, as a one ingot. Yeah, temperature barely dropped. That's nice. Okay.
Oxygen critical.
But yeah, we now need that cooling even more than we needed, 5 minutes ago, because I messed up. Damn it. I'm not even sad that I don't think it's fine. I did try build this without disabling the filter, and I couldn't. Like, literally, it was just like, nope. Open.
Oxygen critical.
Close this. Turn off. Turn off. Alright, you are here. Great.
Air tank critical.
That's still 6 megapascals, balancing out, so that's fine. It's still about 8 to 10 refills. No. You're gonna go over there, you're gonna go over there, and we're gonna drop you here. Now, we will need
Oxygen critical.
definitely one more transformer. And loads of cables. More than that. We're probably gonna do heavies. Some of them. Okay. There will be loads of mining happening. Atmospherics. We're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's just do 5 of them. We'll be taking a little bit of a time.
Oxygen critical.
Okay. Now. I'm gonna fill up the normal cables. And yeah. The way. Now, what I need to take with me, what I don't need to take with me. I definitely need pipes, one and the second. I don't need walls. I'm gonna need plenty of things from here. And also from
Oxygen
here.
critical.
So Outlay can build like, pipe, but they cost the same, but takes much longer to build them. Like, that's the one pipe. Normally we'll have like 3 or 4 over there. But that's fine. The reason we need pipes is each of the atmospheric kit requires 2 pipes and I think 2 cables, plus the hot loop that we'll be having and the feed loop and all of those. they will be taking atmospheric, like the world atmosphere. So it's absolutely fine them to be built with the normal non-insulated pipes. The more the merrier. We're gonna use them anyway later on. I need gold, obviously. Yeah, I will need to have a labeler later on at some stage just to label those, things. You're gonna give me one more. It's not really even, but yeah.
Oxygen critical.
Volume pump. Gonna leave this battery because I need a little bit more space. You know what? I'll leave that one. Okay.
Health critical.
Why? Oh, yeah, why? Why? Didn't you hear the
Pressure critical.
breathing?
Oxygen critical.
No, I ignore it.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen
Turn
critical.
off. I think I have another bottle over here. Yes. Right. I need to go at later stage and build here a few additional things, especially the bottle filler. I was trying to figure out the name or remember the name. Need 4.
Oxygen critical.
Volume pumps. What is next? A passive vent. Technically 1, practically 2. I'm gonna just do 2, even if it's not really needed, but okay. Filter nitrogen. Running out of hands. It's fine. Because we're gonna drop you here. There was also one thing. Pipe analyzer. I need electrum wedges in this device. And I think it's the second one.
Oxygen critical.
That collision is annoying. Okay, icy chips. No, I'm stupid. Well, tired and stupid. What do you expect? And old, and grumpy, and gold, steel, electric. Okay, I'm not dealing with that one right now. Okay, go. And I'm gonna turn this one off. We are gonna go here. Right, the ladder would be nice, but we should be able to deal with this. So,
Oxygen critical.
let me do the filtration unit, and I'm gonna do it
Hydration critical.
here, and I'm gonna move it one back, just so I can walk towards it. Previously, I actually just ignored that one. And because this is the external part, this will be poor remains. Normally, you're supposed to have like sorry. Normally, you're supposed to have here like pumps to make this efficient. I don't care at this stage. The reason I don't really care about this being efficient is doesn't really matter.
Oxygen critical.
I think I'm gonna do this way, right? And who needs vent when you have already made one? I'm gonna replace it. I'm gonna replace it. No worries. Right, and here is what we need. We gonna need. I'm gonna move this a little bit, so I'm gonna actually space it out. And cables will be here. So I'm gonna start from this place.
Oxygen critical.
Or maybe not. Right, and another AC is gonna go here.
Oxygen critical.
So this will be a hot site, and that's the only one that has the output vent. Now, I mentioned that I could do it differently because it actually could be done slightly different. Actually, I make a mistake. Well, not a big mistake. There needs to be spacing over here because that's too close. The reason is there needs to go volume pump. I totally forgot about that. So let me just fix it. I need to also watch out on the battery because the moment that it's gone, I don't have really a spare. It's here because it's getting damaged. And I'd like to not, die over here. What we're gonna do? I'm gonna put this pump over here as a marker. The conditioner needs to go here. It cannot be directly attached to the pump. I wish it could. It would even make more tighter spaces, but and because this is still hot, air coming in, I'm gonna go and have this one here. It's gonna make sense in a second or two. Stop that labor breathing. Here, while those sides already needs to be insulated because it will be already cooled down, right? So here is this one and this one are very similar as we had pump coming in that direction. We have this. Now those segments are being connected to each other, but they also going to be connected further down, right? And it's very similar as here was this pump. Will be hung here, pump in this direction. While here are two pipes. So this is sort of mirrored this way and the other way, right? So if you think about this, two pipes, T-junction, pump and pipe. The opposite side is same thing or same way built, right? So another air conditioner is over here, and there is the opposite one, right? As I will be going, I won't be having paint in the beginning, but I'm missing another pipe. I'm gonna steal from here just to build this one up. So pretty much, so this is like the first segment, this is the second segment, there will be third segment over here, very similar done. Each of them I think cools down by about 100 something degrees. Don't ask me exactly how much, but you know, the now it's 365 due to the storm, but normally it's 450 or whatever, and the resulting temperature is like, you know, minus 60, so it's actually 180 I think is the drop that it can get. It's also very dependent on the, you know, what gas you have. So we're talking about nitrogen and I'm gonna just do this as it's meant to be. If you don't have a labeler, right, and what you have needs to do, this pump needs to be connected to its own air conditioner. So if you don't have labeler, you don't know which one is which. Do something like this. Take the data port from that one and just connect directly to this pump. They don't need to be powered. And if you then go, it will be able to find it with the screwdriver. I'm trying not to die. You see, there is a volume pump because that's the only device. The networks for the devices are being effectively refreshed on the spot. Now 5%. Do I gonna make it? Will I make it? Will I make it? Will the last dying breath. I did it! Now, yes. Okay. So there's nitrogen filter. Just let's unload. Now, I mentioned in the previous episode this T-junction that this gonna be explained later on. What's gonna happen is this power cable gonna go over here further down. So we gonna have a powering pretty much coming in over here. Like this. I'm actually gonna just move it even over here. No, over here. What's actually happened, what's gonna happen is this cable will be visible from the airlock. I don't mind. We're gonna need. I don't need data over there, really, but I'm definitely gonna need power. Power is good to have into your devices. Right, so this cable later on gonna go along this wall to base, to the that will be extending over there. And this, let me think about this. There will be cable going down somewhere over here, like this. So I'm just gonna go brutally. I hate cables being loose on everywhere, but I think we're gonna do this. I don't want to just move those pipes. Right. Obviously, we don't have enough cables, but that's absolutely fine. We don't have enough pipes. We don't have enough everything. I'm gonna, for shit and giggles, just put this vent over here, even if this is broken, but I don't care. Right. I have this one additional pump. Okay. This can come in here and come in here. Oh yeah, this pump needs to be here. This way. Just use what I have. The pipe analyzer. So as you can see, all of them have also waste not connected. So waste is gonna be going back over here, right? So this is gonna be back over here, and from this one going back over here. Very similarly, the waste from that one is gonna be pushed over here. This one does not have that ability, right? You don't push the waste to this one, although you could, to be fair, because this is external temp and this is, you know, external also. So you could do this because there will be lots of radiators over here ejecting heat. So this vent in the end could actually be connected over here. I might just do it. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna just cable a few things over here because I'm gonna get that labeler in a second, and then gonna go to base to refuel hangar and so on. Like I mentioned, you can use this without label like that and find them. But the way I actually cable all of this, it's pretty much the central line in the middle. I'm gonna go over here. So, yep, like that. I'm gonna pull this later on over here. I need more pipes. I need more other stuff. I need ICs. I need well, gold. We are gonna go take a water and
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
okay. Let's just take the bottle filler. Let's do sure 2 pipes. Pipe utility. So normally I actually always go and connect the big tank, but we have those 3 bottles that I just don't want to have. I'm only using it. I could maybe use them for other stuff later on. I'm gonna just put you over here. Doesn't really matter. This will be part of the airlock. Right, so I'm actually gonna put you here. Wait, wrong direction. Right. The reason I actually choose this one, not that one, right? Over here, like I mentioned, there will be an airlock going to the other room. Later on, I actually changed that all of this will be pressurized. This gonna stay as part of the airlock, right? So if I put water filler over here, it will be fine. But later on, I'm gonna move it. I could move it on the sidewall. Or I could just leave it as it will be over here and will be like sort of in the middle behind the plants. Doesn't actually, it doesn't really matter to the fact that I just move it then. Does not matter. Yeah, I'm gonna move it. Yeah, sorry. The reason I'm gonna move it is there will be a little bit of water in this pipe, so I'm just gonna leave it as it is. this side, and this will be having a little bit more closer to cable connections. Though again, that's another BS because there will be cables going. Actually, there will be cable going here, here, here. Yeah, that's fine. Oops. One thing when you're playing Stationeers, you need to be at least a step before. So I still could wait with the water, right? Because I still have this, bottle over here. But I don't want it. I don't want to wait on the last minute because something gonna happen. Where is that crate? Over here. Yeah. Something gonna happen, and I'm gonna go. Wait. Where's my water? It's like, oh yeah, I forgot, right? So this is gonna be blinking because there is no water, right? Obviously, there's not a single pump over there. That should be fine. This should drain it regardless, right? Problem is this pipe will be, leaking heat, but that's okay. As you can see, it's ticking down. Actually, it's going down. Weird. It should not radiate in vacuum. That temperature might drop, but should not freeze. If it's gonna freeze, it'll be funny. No, it's stabilized. It's stabilized. I got a feeling there was a little bit pressure, a little bit atmosphere over here. Okay, that's fine. So we have a bit of water backup. Now, obviously, if you see this was 12 liter, right? And I put this, filled two bottles, like, oh my god, I lost 10 liters. No. This 2 liters is in this tank. This pipe has, or this network actually, so those two pipes are having 7 liters almost. So there was much less reduced. In fact, the pipes are so dense when it comes to water that several pipes like this, I think 10 pipes is twice of this tank, which is a little bit crazy. Like, actually, just to quickly to see, this tank has capacity of 780, sorry, 790 liters, right? Uh, the pipe is 40. That's single pipe, as far as yeah, I think this even shows in a single pipe. Actually, I could test it later on. Or maybe whole networks, whole attached network. Like I said, one pipe is 20, right? Okay, it's more than 10, but still, you get the idea. Um, right. Going back to the business, what do we need? We need from you. We need more pipes. Later on, we need also radiators, but for now, pipes only, or pipes mostly. Gold, steel, electrum. Right, so we're definitely gonna go mining. We have electrum over here. Steel is also here. You know what? I'm gonna go mining right now. It's actually a bit more sane to do it now than later. I also need to check. Batteries are fine. So we need gold and maybe materials from the steel, because going with the steel back and forth is just stupid, right? So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna grab a stack of coal, because now actually smelting is just no problem. So we have already a stack of coal, which is fine. And just level a little bit over here. This we don't need nothing from here, or at least I didn't see anything. Yeah, there is an iron. So we will have a stack of steel, or sorry, some steel inside electronics printer, some steel inside pipe bender. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we are already golden. Gold, we definitely will need loads of gold, because we'll need gold for radiators, although that's not the biggest problem. Also, I'm wasting my oxygen because, but we also need gold for cable coils. We also need the gold for some other things. I don't remember right now. In the cooling sphere, radiators. Radiators do require gold. So uninsulated pipes do exchange thermal heat, right? Thermal energy, thermal heat. Ugh. My physics teachers is just probably, died on heart attack right now. But they do this very
Oxygen critical.
slowly. I just hear like okay. It does sound like an ore just roll it out and just went somewhere. But anyway, yeah, battery died. That's fine. We should have what we have for what we need. We should have what we have for what we need. Wow, wow, that was deep, man. I mean, slow clap myself. If I had spare hand, I would just do it. Okay, let's do steel first.
Oxygen
Ah,
critical.
fuck. Sorry, guys. I just realized what was that? Yes, I had a stack of iron. You...
Oxygen critical.
Where were we? 1, 2, call. Okay, you're gonna go over there and do your thing. And we're gonna smelt the gold in separate batches, so to speak. The reason is, can go over here. The reason we're gonna split it
Oxygen
separately,
critical.
smelt it separately, is one gonna go obviously to electronics printer, the other one gonna go to
Hunger critical.
bybender. What we have over here, hydrocarbons. We just need to heat you up quite a bit. So I think the reason I was surprised with the temperature drop so slow or so small, it was just because it was game load and we literally emptied it one a little bit before. This is the typically how this temperature is gonna drop. So it was like 50 degrees for
Oxygen
day. Plus there
critical.
was a storm. Storm definitely gonna cool it much more. The fact is actually exchanging heat, this faceplate, sort of speak. I think even if you fully even embed and you don't have access to it, try to control it with logic, it's still gonna be losing temperature. I don't know, maybe the pipes that are inside, some of them that are non-insulated, and this is what it's doing. Never actually been bothered enough to see why. So you can go, you can turn off.
Oxygen critical.
Actually, I can just smelt you in separate batches. Absolutely no problem. And while you have it, I'll sell you. Sweet. Um, yep. Okay. I'm gonna have cross over here, flat piece over here. This is gonna go to radiators. This is supposed to be going over here. Right. I'm just trying to plan this in my head.
Oxygen critical.
Let's just do it this way. Okay.
Waste tank caution.
No, I don't think so. More pipes, more radiators. Over here, what do we need? At least 1 to 3 insulated pipes.
Oxygen critical.
8 IC chips. Chips. Oh, look, another way. Okay, let's just use that. Right.
Oxygen critical.
Okay, give me the electron back. Getting into here, along the side with this, and this. Gold goes over here. I don't know if I actually need gold over there, but there's no problem of having it. Right. Let's start with you. And here we can go with the IC chips. Oops, sorry. Probably that was lang bang. Apologize for that. I decided to scratch myself on the face and just hit it. 2 more. Where are they? Here. Okay. Now, obviously, we're gonna need this device, at least for some time. I'm gonna just put you over here. In fact, I'm gonna put you this way. Whoops.
Health critical.
Okay. What we are running? We are running out of water and food.
Pressure critical. Oxygen critical. Pressure critical. Oxygen critical.
Great. Give me the motherboard and give me more chips. I see. Yep. Oh, you can go over here. Oh, I need IC housing. Oh, okay, stop. I totally forgot about that. So you used to work with the copper. Oh, we didn't do any copper. Actually, we had some copper, but you know. There is 10 copper over here. Okay, there's 25 copper over here. I'm gonna steal that one. I'm gonna sneeze also in a second, which will be devastating. Or maybe not. I mean, maybe not. I'm not gonna sneeze
Hydration
because
critical.
I sneeze. It is loud. I'm one of those people who just pretty much sneeze like, you know, the world is about to end. every time I'm somewhere like in empowering and start sneezing, people just like pre-pandemic they were asking me if I'm okay, if everything's right. It's like, yeah, this is how I sneeze. Sorry, right? During pandemic, I just decided not to leave my house because this is like, yeah, they're gonna murder me or something. Like they're gonna think I'm the reason it's happening or something like this, right? And obviously, right now it's just like 50-50. Depends, where you go. Um, it's a mixed bag. Uh, but usually I get very dirty look from people, like I just did something wrong. I was like, yeah, it's natural, man. Like, yeah, I know it's weird the way I'm sneezing, but it's nothing wrong with it. Right, put you over there. Let's just do the cabling. Hmm, there, just do this one. Okay. Right. What is this? Edit. Let me pause this for a second. I'm just too lazy for that. Right. I have them somewhere. So, long story short, this will be IC chip for the suits. Pretty much, I'm just using alias suit. The DB means the internal database because the chip will be working inside the suit. So, any device that it has its own slot, the name of it or the pretty much pointer to refer to the internal device is DB. If you put it in the IC housing, the DB is IC housing. You put it into the filtration unit, the DB is filtration unit. If you put it in the suit, DB is filtration suit, right? What I'm having is very simple loop. That loop, well, obviously first is pausing it. It's a habit to just yield straight at the beginning so you don't forget later on. If you don't use it, those will be running every game tick. First of all, you're gonna lag out the game. Second of all, you don't need it. I could put here even sleep 1 second if I wanted. Just sleeps are not good. Use them if you really have to, but not really good. Um, and effectively what I'm reading, it's ratio of oxygen, so oxygen inside my suit, and depends on the ratio of it's actually turning on or off filtration. I could read here ratio of CO2 because that will be the way to go, and then turn it on, turn off, and just swap this around. But that's one way of doing. I think that actually was the code that causal are evil, so make the presented one time, and then somebody actually commented, "Oh, why are you reading oxygen? Why are you not reading, the CO2s? That would be actually more logical." And I was like, habit, right? I remember when I was learning IC, coding, I was looking to this one, and then I actually loved myself, and I just left it. Those values are good values if you have the warning disabled, so you could maybe see that time the yellow lung icon, it's just popping up, but I don't get this, oxygen warning. I just disable this in the settings. This will be close to the scenario of this popping up, so but it shouldn't go into the red, so I shouldn't be having this constant uh, oxygen low uh, warning. I'm just gonna confirm. I'm just gonna export it. I'm just gonna put it over here, and there we go. It works on its own. I don't need to be there, right? So that's one of the chip we need. I'm gonna edit here and pause for a second. And now, if you're thinking while I'm pausing what I'm doing, I have just a notepad, a text document with all of those. Um, which I think that one was what I want to use. I could write this on. I was thinking this would be quicker, but anyway, this is SR large or set reset, or it will be topping up to certain points on. So this is for filtration unit, but it's pressure based, so it's gonna be building out up to the pressure and output. This one will be using in the nitrogen unit that is outside that we just place it. So what I want to do is just run the filtration until the pressure in output pipe effectively is about 2 megapascals, right? It will be between 2.1 and 2.4 and a half because this is what we'll be doing. So if it will be outside those ranges, if it will be obviously slower, it will be pumping up. If it gonna and it will pump up to 2.4, and then when it will be dropping, it will do nothing until it's below 2.1, right? So we're oscillating in this one, right? That's exactly what we want. I'm gonna export this. Right. And the third one is I need more of IC chips. At least will be actually first I need labeler because that's actually why I wanted to move those resources and I went for those resources. And then I'm gonna add another chip just to be giving that just to have a little bit of just to start at least the two units over there working. So import this, edit, and now this works fine, but like in the past when I click library, this would just hang for 3 minutes. Like I could work with the anything else, but this will not load, nothing. Now it works fine, so I could add those codes to what I have, sorry, to the libraries, but in text document, most of the time I actually know where they are, right? I'm not gonna into discussion about this code. It's Elmo's one. He has the max pressure of 30,000. I think this should be like slightly less because of the condensation. But I will be having. I'm not modifying any on this code. I will be actually having kind of safety controller coded outside. I'm gonna export this, and I'm gonna put those two chips side by side. You can give me that one. Give me at least one more. The battery goes over here. Sweet. I don't need to run with that tomato soup on me, right? I could have you over there, pretty much. One more chip. Pipes. Do we have... we do. I'm gonna get, excuse me, at least 2 radiators. Later on there will be much more of those. And normally, if this would be like a proper cooling, this would be like with the medium-sized radiators because they are. I'm gonna export this one more time. Sorry, to another chip because they are more efficient. But I don't have really a space over there. Anyway, I'll be wrapping up very quickly now because this is running a bit too long. Let's see how much I'm gonna cut it out from the recording. Probably not much because, yeah, I know what I forgot, the cables. Which is a little bit messed up because the cables are actually needed to, I know, get the power over here. So those two are gonna go over here. There's definitely missing pipes. I'm gonna do this. Right. It's weird because every now and then I'm gonna go and see if this correctly turn on or turn off because, well, I forgot about that. But it's working fine, right? The system works as it intended. Now, in theory, I could connect those two together over here. In practice, I don't know. Maybe at some stage. I'm gonna just put this pipe over here. What we need actually more pipes because I just realized I didn't connect the waste ports. And I don't know if I have enough pipes again to connect them. Probably not. Okay, at least those we're able to do, which is the most important part. Label. Okay, so this will be hot. No, hold on. This will be hot. This will be cold. I need to double check which one is which. This is cold. No, this is cold. Okay, I see call one. This is hot. Let me just do this. Volume pump from hot 1. This is volume pump hot 2. Cold 2. Cold 1. Okay. Worst case now will be changing labels again. D1 should be volume pump. So what we're looking here is a VP cold 1. VP cold 1. One thing is this is not connected. So okay. So the one thing you need to remember when you're actually setting up this system, the first one, so the first one that is cooling has this vent, and the pipe analyzer is actually going over here. And that's it, right? We obviously need some cables to turn this one on. And another thing is this goes over here, right? I'm gonna do the cables because I just want to start this one up at least. Right. Let's do this first. Yep, that's cooling. Okay.
Hydration critical.
Okay. BP hot one is this. Right. So as this is actually now priming, we have slowly adding nitrogen over here. It's obviously very, very hot. When this is gonna go into, I think, 2 megapascals, this should kick in. Those two. This is actually heating, so let me just switch this. This doesn't have IC chip, so it's fine. But yeah, that will be it. And when this is actually gonna kick in, about a day or two, we'll have a cooling system that actually works. And Gonna then extend this to another road over here, and we're gonna connect this here to this room that we'll be building next time. Anyway, that's it. See ya.